Welcome to Meaningful Mondays with me, Rashmi Shetty, a space where I share my life lessons. And today, well, it's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. A day of love, a day where love is celebrated, and everyone's wearing the rose tinted glasses. But it was so beautiful to see so many people talk about self love and self care. Maybe the pandemic changed it all. But there's one love which is absolutely divine, magical, and precious, and that is the patriotic love for the motherland. Our soldiers who gave up their lives in the Pulwama attack 3 years ago are the ones who I am paying tribute to when I say that. Grateful for all the sacrifice that they have done and their families have to undergo, because that is supreme love and supreme sacrifice. And talking about love for the country, there is one industrialist whose name goes hand in hand. If Make in India is something that we are talking about today as a slogan, he lived the slogan all his life, thanks to the legacy that he carried forward of his grandfather and father. A family that contributed so much to the country that when he took over, they were a very small family business. But he went on after his studies outside the country to come back and take over the reins along with his brothers. It's a family business. But when we talk about Bajaj, the name that appears in block and solid capitals is Rahul Bajaj. One of those industrialists whose leaning to any political party was not so strong that he did not criticize when things were wrong. Committed to India because of the legacy that he had to carry forward. And he took that legacy so seriously in whatever he did. A proud Indian is what you could see. The love for his country was pretty evident. His dream of bringing the Bajaj Chetak to every middle class Indian who had to pay a small amount and wait for 10 years for the scooter to be delivered. Imagine the joy after 10 years when the scooter came home. And what iconic ad it was, because my entire growing up with Doordarshan was that ad. I still know the lyrics by heart. Buland Bharat ki buland tasveer, Hamara Bajaj. What a beautiful way. When that ad, it is said, was brought to him, he immediately okayed it, because not only was the music of Louis Banks that good, it was the lyrics which were so powerful. And it kind of bonded entire India together. Hamara Bajaj meant Hamara Bharat. And what a beautiful way to intersperse that legacy and the love for the country into a product he so lovingly created for the country. But when it came to a point where he had to let go of it because his son, who by then had taken over, thought that they should move to bikes, he gave in. And that's the beauty of this man. Because if today India is a regular at the World Economic Forum, the first presence of the Indian tricolor was because of Rahul Bajaj, a regular at Davos. He was the one who made India's presence in a big way felt. He had a lot of integrity because he was somebody who would question every government, and especially after budget sessions. It's interesting because most of the industrialists are asked opinions. Rahul Bajaj never hesitated to speak his heart. People were scared. In fact, if you watch his interviews, you can see how most interviewers are on the defensive, because he never was somebody who took sides for any government. If something was wrong, he was candid enough to say it. And that's why corporate India loved him. He was their spokesperson in the right sense of the term because no leaning to any political party made him take a stand for or against. If something was wrong, it was pointed out. The Kamal Bajaj Fellowship was another beautiful fellowship which was developed and given to value based leaders. And the whole idea was those leaders who are contributing to society. And this is after his corporate career took off very well. He made all the profits. He decided that it's also time to give back. And his beautiful CSR project, not many people know of, is the skill development and empowerment given to people in the leprosy colonies, something which is very close to his heart till the very end. Quietly doing what he thought was important for the country and helping the people. Candid, speaking from his heart, did not mince words at all. He earned a lot of goodwill, and goodwill for him was very important. In fact, again, in one of his interviews, he very clearly states that my grandfather and father earned a lot of goodwill. They did not have too much money, but goodwill is something that you cannot buy with money. And so it's very, very important that I maintain it. So here was somebody who knew where exactly to blend both profit, business, and the value systems that he so strongly believed in. A man who made middle class India so happy to be mobile. A scooter that did not mean just another scooter, but was driven by honest Indians. I will share the link of that ad, which I still haven't forgotten, about how every Chetak driver is an honest Indian. It's an amazing ad. So here is an industrialist who made a set of profits but also knew the CSR element absolutely pure and close to his heart. Thank you, Mr. Bajaj, for coming into our lives and giving us this beautiful, beautiful line about our country and about you. बुलंद भारत की बुलंद तस्वीर हमारा बजाज.